Just like a smart Autobot said, there are mysteries to the universe we will never get to solve. For example, how did Barricade survive? Will my regular videos ever get as many views as my Transformers videos? Will I ever get to work on that Jazz Wasted Potential video I said I was gonna do, which I haven't started at all yet? You know, I should probably start after this recording. Why do I have a bucket on my head? We will never know the answers. Okay, but joking aside, so today I want to talk about some of the new toys we're getting. Now, I know what you're thinking, but dude, the toys, who cares about the toys? Dude, the toys are everything, basically. The movies are a giant commercial for the toys, because Transformers has always been about the toys. I mean, everyone can admit that. Just look back at the old good days of G1. You know, when it was just all about the Decepticons, none of this creator crap, this KSI stuff, blah 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 blah. Things were much simpler back in the day. Okay, so anyways, we just got a confirmation from the TFW 2005 website. This is where I'm getting my information, by the way, that we're getting a Voyager class Nitro, aka Shockwave. And here you can see a picture. And he looks freaking amazing. I mean, it looks different. It doesn't look like, you know, the Nitro we saw in the trailer. But he does remind me a lot of Shockwave, if you ask me. I mean, the chest kinda reminds me about it, but he has this huge freaking gun sword thing on this arm, and on the other arm he has like a ion cannon, which it's very reminiscent of Shockwave. And I don't know what's down the back, but it looks like he has wings. Maybe he transforms into a plane. Now we kind of have an idea of what he's gonna transform into. So he could be a plane, a jet. I think he's a plane, definitely a plane. I mean, with the parts in here. Or I could be totally wrong, and you know, I'm looking into the design way too much. Now I said that Nitro is the new Shockwave. I mean, one eye, there's a resemblance, you know. And besides, Hasbro bro kind of wants to reboot the movie universe. That's why The Last Knight is so different from all the other movies. Now we got a new team of riders, and that team of riders is taking care of the cinematic universe, you know, to go against DC and Marvel. So most of the characters die in the previous movies, okay? I mean, Soundwave, Shockwave, Starscream, Megatron, all the important people. But Megatron's back, Barricade's back, Starscream, his ghost is gonna have to wait. And Soundwave, he could come back as Sound Blaster, but they're gonna need a good excuse. And for Shockwave, I don't know. We kind of saw all his KSI copies die in the last movie, or at least that's what we're led to believe. Shockwave is an important part of Transformers, and without him, Transformers is basically not Transformers. So Nitro is gonna take care of the Shockwave role. I said last episode that I think Canopy is gonna die because he's a clone on Long Haul. Now, I know he's not a clone, but they're reusing Long Haul's model and replacing his head and collar to basically make a different character. And since he's a generic character, generic characters usually have a tendency for dying. So I don't see Canopy making it. And now, I said Nitro, it's kind of a reused model of Shockwave. We saw a reused model of Shockwave the last movie, and it ended up dying. Nothing special. And this kind of looks like a reused model of Shockwave again. But last movie we didn't get a reused, you know, model Shockwave toy. But this movie we're getting a reused model Shockwave toy in the form of Nitro, a new character. So you kind of see where I'm going at here, alright? Why give a character that's gonna die in the first, I don't know, let's say 5 minutes he's on screen and giving a toy for no reason? It seems kind of a waste. No one would want to buy that. Henceforth, we never got a Sizewise toy. It's okay, Sizewise. It's okay. I still appreciate you for who you are and what you did. Which, it's basically nothing, but still, at least you had a cool design in my opinion. So I think Nitro has a pretty good chance of surviving. I don't want to say he is gonna survive. I will put my hopes up for Nitro. He does look like a cool character, and hopefully, you know, he lives. Along with Barricade. Oh, in another news, Takara, the Japanese company that takes care of the Transformers toys, has released a few photos of some of their new lineup. And honestly, the Takara version is way better than Hasbro by a long shot. Definitely way better. There's more coloring, there's more detail. In my opinion, the Takara versions, they basically blow Hasbro out of the water. Now, but I never buy from them just cause, you know, they don't sell those around where I live. It's a shame though. But here you can see a few pictures of their products. They're releasing some Dinobot figures and they actually looked alright. They actually look pretty good. You can see this Strafe along with Bumblebee. Look at all that detail. Do you think Hasbro could ever afford that? No. That's such an awesome shot. It makes me just wanna buy that. It makes me just wanna buy those toys. It's because they look so good. So, what about you guys? What do you think? Takara or Hasbro? Which ones do you like? Which company do you like better in terms of toys they release? Honestly, I always buy from Hasbro because it's the, you know, only brand I can find around where I live. But I like Takara's better attention to detail, so I'm gonna go with them. Comment down below Hasbro, #Hasbro or #Takara. Alright, so if you guys remember my last video, no, not the awesome Minecraft trolling that I did and that almost nobody checked out, you should probably go and check it out right now. Anyway, the previous video that I did covering the new character trailer that got revealed. If you remember, in that trailer we got the reveal of Cogman, and a lot of people have been saying he uses sign language, and I can kind of see that. So we basically got another mute character, as if we didn't have enough of those already. But enough with my complaining. So we saw his robot mode, but we still have no idea what his vehicle mode is. Now, I guess you guys haven't been following up with the production of the movie. A silver car has always been spotted around driving with the Autobots. And it has been rumored that that car is Cogman, the headmaster. In case you know what the headmaster is. Basically a robot whose head comes off and transforms into another robot. That's a headmaster basically. There's been this image of this car going around the community lately, and a lot of people are thinking that this is the one-step turbochanger toy of Cogman. Now, for some reason we still don't have the full picture. Now, a lot of people are thinking, is this Cogman or is this some other character? But it does look like it has an Autobot signal in there. It's really hard to tell. But it does look like an Autobot signal. Now, it's silver and it doesn't look a lot like Cogman, but then again, this is a turbo changer and it's made by Hasbro. And that line usually doesn't have as much detail as the movies do. What other silver Autobot could it be? We don't have any other silver Autobot. I mean, unless it's Sideswipes who miraculously came back, which I kind of doubt it. But yeah, just throwing my 2 cents in there. That's my opinion on that. Anyways, guys, so we're getting a lot of toy reveals, and these toy reveals that we're getting are kind of giving us some. They're kind of giving us some clues about the characters we're gonna see in the movie. Some of the new writers that are working on the Transformers movie universe seem to, you know some things about the Transformers universe and some of its characters. For example, like way back in the day, one of the new female writers acknowledged the existence of Victorion, one of the new female combiners. So it's good to see that at least they're starting to know what some of the characters' roles are. And I think Nitro here is basically a replacement for Shockwave, because Shockwave, in case you guys don't know, in Transformers Prime, G1, well, not really G1, but for the most part, in other series, Shockwave has always been this character, this like unpredictable force of nature or something. He's always been this Decepticon scientist who basically is almost as popular as Megatron, in a way. I mean, in Transformers Fall of Cybertron, he created the Dinobots. In Transformers Prime, he created the Predacons. So he's a pretty big deal. He even had a story arc for the Dark Cybertron IDW comics. And to have him gone, you're eliminating a lot of possible Shockwave stories and a lot of cool stories you can tell. The Shockwave we saw in Transformers 3, in Transformers Dark of the Moon, is not the Shockwave we all know and love, that's for sure. Because, he's not the Shockwave we know. That they could replace him with another character, let's say Nitro here, and he could behave like Shockwave, have his personality. Because the other Shockwave didn't have any of that. So it wouldn't be too bad to give all those traits to this Nitro guy. Now, I could be reading way too much into this and he could probably just end up dying in the movie. Why bring back Megatron? Why bring back Barricade? Yeah, they could just, you know, leave them there and replace them with new characters. We probably won't see... I don't think we're gonna see Barricade dying because... Why would you bring him back for no reason, you know? Unless you're gonna showcasing in this movie and developing further in another movie. For example, like the Bumblebee spin-off movie. I think they're gonna do the same thing with Nitro and Onslaught. They're gonna live. I'm saying right now, I think they're gonna live. Even if they are reused models, I still think they're gonna live. And I really hope they do that. And now, a lot of you are gonna say that Michael Bay's track record, it's not the best. Okay, granted, it's not the best, but the Last Knight's different, okay? We got new writers, we got a new team. I will put my hopes up on the writers. I mean, besides, we have Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead, so that's a good start, you know? But anyways, guys, tell me what you guys think. Could Nitro replace Shockwave? If this happens, will you guys accept it? And do you think he has a chance of surviving along with Onslaught and Barricade? I personally think they're all gonna survive. Except for the Decepticon Berserkers, they seem pretty generic just to die. I think they're pretty much guaranteed to go. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.